Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Today we are going to be looking at popular and expensive skincare products and finding more affordable products that essentially do the same job, give the same outcome, but at a fraction of the price. For me, £10, $10 is kind of anything under is a good price. 10 to 20 is pushing it a little bit. Over 30, I'm a bit like, that's really expensive. When it comes to makeup, I feel like dupes are quite easy to get because you just look for essentially the same color. But when it comes to skincare, we can't really do that. We're not looking at products that are exactly the same as the other product. We're looking at products that kind of replicate the same outcome as far as what they intend to do, whether that's help remove blackheads or exfoliate or moisturize or hydrate. You know, products that have the same goal in mind. Especially with skincare, you can't just look at the ingredients and see that they're the same and be like, oh, well, they're dupe for each other, because that's not how formulation works. But we are going to be looking at some of the key ingredients and finding more affordable alternatives. You know what dupes are. They've been around forever. Let's just get into it. Let's start off with one of my favorite products of this year so far, and that is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops at $34. Not only is this probably my favorite product of the year, but possibly one of my favorite products of all time. Along with Glow Recipe fast becoming one of my favorite brands of all time as well. But I do understand that budget. Why is there a bit more on the expensive side? Like I said, anything over $30 makes me a bit like, oh, that's a bit pricey. I do think if you have the money to spend on the Glow Recipe, I do think their products are 100% worth it. So the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops are essentially a niacinamide serum. It's like this weird, amazing combination of makeup and skincare in the sense that you apply it and it gives you an instant result, an instant look to your skin, but then also works on your skin in the long run as well. Along with their trademark watermelon, which is full of antioxidants, we have niacinamide in here, obviously to even out your skin tone. It helps with barrier repair, sebum control, brightens the skin, can help with reducing the appearance of pore size, and is quite soothing on the skin as well. And hyaluronic acid to hydrate. What I love about this one is the instant look that it gives your skin. It gives you a dewy glow, a glow from within, not like some grease left on your skin. It's like a really nice, natural looking glow that you can cheat your skin to looking good. If you're having a dry, dehydrated shit day, you can put this on and instantly look like you've done a full routine and look like you spend 10 hours on your skin every day. It's amazing. I love it. And also this gives you that glow without containing pearl or mica or any like fucking glitter, you know, anything that you just don't want in skincare. I love this. But the key points that I love about this is the niacinamide, the fact it's a niacinamide serum, and the fact that it gives you that instant glow. So what is my dupe? What else could possibly do this? So we have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer at $10. This is a primer that pretty much boasts the same benefits as the Niacinamide Dew Drops. So yes, it is a primer, but it can also be used alone to create that dewy finish on the skin. We have pretty much the same key ingredients that they boast as far as hyaluronic acid for hydration, niacinamide for all the above that we talked about, and that watermelon extract as well, which delivers antioxidants to the skin. So as I mentioned, whilst they have similar ingredients, they are two very different products as far as how they feel, how they go onto the skin and the finish. The e.l.f. product is of course supposed to be a primer, so it does have that sticky kind of finish to it, that sticky touch that does go away. Like, you're not going to get like, I don't know, pollution and mud and whatever flies at you in the day stuck on your face. It does go and leave you with a nice shine. Whilst the Glow Recipe Dew Drops are just a nice serum, no stickiness whatsoever. In this particular case, I do think you get what you pay for as far as a formulation goes. I don't think that's the case all round with pricier products and cheaper products. And I do see the benefits from the Glow Recipe Dew Drops more than I did their e.l.f. primer. But again, essentially, one's skincare, one is meant to be just a primer. But they do both provide long-term benefits used on a daily basis along with that dewy finish. And if it's really that dewy finish that you're after, the e.l.f. primer is going to be just enough for you. A hugely popular product, Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser at $36. If you watch one of my more recent videos, you would know that I'm not the biggest fan of this cleanser. I was very disappointed by it actually. This is an antioxidant smoothie type cleanser that dried me the fuck out. I was actually surprised at how intensely it dried me out when it's supposed to be a gentle, soothing, calming cleanser. I mean, I wanted to like it because looking at the ingredients, it sounds amazing. It's got everything in it that my skin would love. All these amazing, soothing, anti-inflammatory ingredients. Fatty acid for the skin barrier. We have aloe vera in there, which is like soothing and moisturizing. But this just wasn't the soothing, calming, gentle cleanser I thought it would be that it just stripped my skin and happened to be green. And at $36, I feel like that's a little bit crazy. I expect far more from a product for that cost. Maybe because it comes in glass packaging, they had to boost the price up as well. I don't know. So an alternative that I believe you can actually buy in Target is the C'est Moi Gentle Foaming Cleansing Gel. This is $12. This cleanser reminded me a lot of the Superfood cleanser in the fact that we have that light gel type texture to it that we have with a lot of modern day cleansers that we really love. It's this kind of in between of the Crave Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser and the Youth to the People Gel Cleanser, kind of like merged in one. It's lightly foaming, it's non-stripping, it's soothing. Again, looking at the ingredients, we have aloe, we have marigold extract, which is actually nice and soothing as well, anti-inflammatory, and it's an antioxidant, along with loads of moisturizing ingredients and hydrating ingredients as well, and it just does the job so well. That light foam doesn't strip, you're feeling left untouched on the skin but cleansed. It's just a good cleanser. I use it way more than my other like fancier cleansers that I've been gifted. I wouldn't just recommend this as a dupe, I would recommend this as a great cleanser overall. For everyone, for all skin types. Next up, we have the Dr. Barbara Sturm Hyaluronic Serum at $300. In my personal opinion, for legal reasons, I know this brand like to sue a lot of people, in my opinion, allegedly. So just covering my back, everything I'm about to say now is my opinion only, but you can literally buy any other hyaluronic acid serum over this $300 serum. There is absolutely no reason, zero reason why this has to be so expensive. It's not. There's no reason other than showing that you have money to waste, not spend money to waste, because this is a waste of money, in my opinion. There is nothing in this product that warrants this price. On the website, they talk about the potent and variation in molecular weight of hyaluronic acid. The idea is that with hyaluronic acid serums, the lower the molecular weight, the deeper into the skin it gets, giving you that plumpness from within. And that's all hyaluronic acid serums do, right? Hold on to that hydration, hydrate the skin, plump it temporarily. Every single hyaluronic acid serum that you're going to get nowadays either has a variation like hyaluronic acid, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate. You know, they have all these different kinds of hyaluronic acid to work deeper into the skin. This is nothing special. Definitely not $300 worth of special, in my opinion. This is going to be a short one because this is just a joke. Literally any hyaluronic acid serum will be better than this one. This does have actually licorice root extract in it, which is a nice ingredient, but it doesn't warrant that luxury price tag. And it is luxury. If you want to spend £300 on it because you can, do it. I'm just saying, I feel like there are better serums and more affordable. If you want the same kind of effect, look for hyaluronic acid serum with different molecular weights, which I can guarantee nearly every single hyaluronic acid serum does nowadays. And if that's in it, it's going to hydrate, it's going to plump. The Ordinary's hyaluronic acid serum, great. Good Molecules do one, I think. Even Revolution Skincare do an amazing hyaluronic acid, and they're all kind of around that $5 to $6 mark. You do not have to spend any more than that on a hyaluronic acid serum. You don't even need a hyaluronic acid, because hyaluronic acid is in everything. It's in your moisturizer, it'll be in your toners, it'll be in a lot of other serums as well. So you just don't need it. I'm sorry. A modern day icon, let's talk about Paula's Choice Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant at £28. I didn't see the dollars on this one. Paula's Choice Liquid Exfoliant is easily one of the best, nicest, well-formulated, enjoyable exfoliating toners to use. It's incredible. I love it. It's such a nice product to use. It's not sticky, it's not drying, it doesn't tingle. It just feels like you're using a lightly hydrating toner on your face. So of course, BHA is an oil-soluble exfoliant that's great for people like me with oily skin, prone to blackheads on the T-zone, if your skin's looking congested, because it gets into the pores and kind of exfoliates from within. It's great if you're breaking out a little bit as well. And the Paula's Choice exfoliant combines salicylic acid and green tea, so it's exfoliating but soothing and calming at the same time, and you really do feel that as you use it. It's very, very nice. I do, however, think this one has been around for a long time, and it kind of rose to popularity when people were really just getting into chemical exfoliating. So other chemical exfoliants weren't as popular, they were very drying, very alcohol heavy as well. Clinique, I'm looking at you. And whilst this is still an amazing product, I do feel like nowadays there are so many different alternatives. We are spoilt awful choice when it comes to exfoliating toners in any AHA, BHA, whatever. And I just don't think we don't have to be paying this much if we don't really want to. Saying that, not all chemical exfoliants are created equally. So the percentages that you see, just because they're both like 2%, doesn't mean they both work as well. But I have found an amazing alternative in the Inkey List BHA. I believe this is kind of like a serum rather than toner, but it still has that very liquidy, lightweight feel to it. So I kind of use it in the toner serum stage. This has all the blackhead fighting, pore reducing, sebum controlling, decongesting benefits of Paula's Choice's BHA, but for half the price. In the Inkey List one, we also have sodium hyaluronate in there, so you are left with that same kind of like hydrated, moisturized, not squeaky or dry feeling left to your skin, which a lot of chemical exfoliants do nowadays, other than the Paula's Choice one. In the Inkey List one, we also have zinc PCA, which is kind of like an added bonus if you are kind of like breaking out a lot. It really does help fight those breakouts. And I really do find this as effective as Paula's Choice's BHA as well. A lot of people, I've seen some comments where people are like, oh, you're clearly sponsored by the Inkey List. I have done sponsored jobs with them because I like them and they came to me after I gave them good reviews. I've seen some videos and comments recently about people, I don't think they quite understand how sponsorships work. So the Inkey List would have sponsored me once, right? And they would have sponsored a video. Anytime after or before I speak about the Inkey List again, any Inkey List product that I bring up in a video, doesn't mean they've sponsored me or that I'm doing it because they sponsored me once. Don't mean they pay for one thing, you deliver that one thing, there's no obligation to ever talk about them ever again if you don't want to. I just think they're a great brand, they're super affordable, their products just actually work. Yeah, they might not be amazing, exciting, but they just work, they do a really good job. So the Inkey List BHA is $9.99, which I still think is really good. You need a tiny amount, it goes such a long way. Let me know if you have any dupes that you absolutely love as well. Of course, everything will be linked in the description box down below, the dupes and the non-dupes as well. Why don't you check out some more product reviews here and some general light entertainment here, and I will see you over there.